Hello, I'm Dr. Kevin Birdwell, and I'd like to give you an introduction to Earth and Space Science. This course will fulfill, upon successful completion, your science requirement if you're a non-science major. And, as an introduction course, we're not going to be able to go into great depth on a lot of these topics, but we are going to hopefully give you an overview of several earth science subjects, such as geology, geography, landforms, plate tectonics, oceanography, and astronomy, and maybe a little bit of climate thrown in there. We'll leave meteorology for the most part for another course. The first few units are going to focus on rocks and minerals and on the types of rocks and how those influence the landforms of the earth. After that, we will move into groundwater and hydrology, how water shapes the surface of the earth. Then we'll talk about the similar effects that winds and even ice forms like glaciers have on the surface of the earth. We'll talk about plate tectonics, how the crust of the earth is always changing and how it affects the position of the continents and creates earthquakes. We have a whole chapter on earthquakes. We'll talk about volcanism and even mountain building. So kind of move back into geology there temporarily. And then we'll move on to ocean currents and the ocean floor, understanding how that is a part of our Earth's crust and landforms. And we'll also talk about climate classification. And then finally, we will move into the history of astronomy and talk about how scientists study stars and other objects in space. And we will finish up with a focus on our solar system. And I want you to understand that this course is strongly correlated with the textbook. So you will be spending a lot of time in the text and answering assignment questions from the text. There will also be quizzes based on these questions. And there will also be a midterm and a final exam, which counts for about 20 to 25% of your grade. If you have kept up with your assignments and your discussion forums, you'll probably do all right on these exams, though I do recommend that you review the various units involved in each exam. A couple of recommendations I would have for your assignments is that you make sure that you answer questions completely. Sometimes students lose points because they didn't fully answer a question. A similar situation occurs in discussion forums. There are minimum word requirements, and there's also a requirement that you stay on topic. As long as you do those two things, you will probably do well in the discussion forums. The discussion forums count for about 35% of your grade, as do assignments as well, so keep that in mind. And again, I'd just like to welcome you, and if you have any questions about the course, please feel free to contact me. I'm available by email just about any time, and usually I try to answer students and grade papers and assignments within about 12 to 24 hours of when they were received. Thank you.